In my last video, I announced a daring project to build a fully autonomous ferry line, and quite a few people seem to have liked the idea. So, over the past few days, I've been hard at work on the task at hand. In this second video of the series, I want to update you all on how things have been moving along in the project, the challenges that I've overcome, and the ones that are still looming just over the horizon. So, I invite you all to join me as I showcase what has become the MKS ferry line. Now, I know there are plenty of good autopilots already out on the Steam Workshop, but nevertheless, I wanted to come up with something original, so I spent 2 days coding and debugging my own version of a marine autopilot. And after extensive testing, I'm happy to announce that it works. The first major logic challenge has been overcome. Without diving too deep into the math, the autopilot works on a bearing system. By taking the bearing of the ship from a compass sensor and taking the angle from the ship to the waypoint, my controller can accurately guide MKS Lee's side to her destination using a PID. In my first video, I mentioned that, to avoid collisions, the two ferries would follow separate routes to their destination. Therefore, the next big logic challenge will be to input a new waypoint when a vessel reaches its previously set destination. My plan is to send these coordinate pairs out via a large antenna from home base. This will provide the ships with real-time navigation, and most of the logic will be confined within the base itself. As for the vessels themselves, most of the work has already been complete and ready to be toured. Starting from the aft, we have a 9-meter wide lowering ramp that allows cars to smoothly ride onto the main deck. You'll also notice that I've chosen a nice subdued shade of blue as the deck paint. Along the sides, there really isn't anything too special, just some unfinished winches and decor. Making our way towards the stairway, you could see the huge open windows that allow for a nice ocean breeze to fill the car deck. Moving up the stairs, we have our passenger lookout deck, which wraps all the way around. Heading into the main salon, we have a couple of large infotainment screens, as well as table seating for 34 and 2 bars or cafes to purchase snacks during the trip. Taking one of 2 staircases up to the bridge, you can see that this is a really spacious place. Equipped with twin helms, the bridge provides an unparalleled 360-degree lookout around the vessel. Moving to the exterior, I've added some texture to the blue deck, as well as some communications technology up top in yellow. Finally, I've christened the first ship of 2 the MKS Lee side, and the second one will be named Angelsea. Keep in mind that although this may look like a finished product, there are still a few changes that need to be made, but as of now, she is a fully functional vessel. Earlier this week, work began on the dock. This design is quite basic but does wonders to reduce lag, and the wraparound concrete barrier helps guide the ship on its way into the harbor. The ramp has also been fitted with an adjustment system so it can line up perfectly with the ferry deck. To create the terminal, I'm collaborating with another member of the Stormworks community. Billy123 has started work on the various static elements that will appear in the project's final form. The terminal includes a parking lot, rest area, toll gates, and even a fuel storage system that will hopefully refuel the ships automatically as they come in. To be clear, this is still the beginning of the terminal construction, and more details will be added, as well as large info screens to diagnose problems in the system and to notify passengers when the ferry will be arriving. I might also add that on average, the 4-kilometer trip between the islands takes 10 minutes and uses approximately 3% of the vessel's fuel reserves. Once again, I want to give the biggest thank you to my audience who have been keeping up with this project. I really do appreciate all the support I get for making these videos, and just so you know, there is something big on the way. Hopefully, you found this update thought-provoking or at least somewhat entertaining, and if you do enjoy my content and want to stay updated on this project, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. That's it for me today. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next one.